Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having an awesome day. So, I wanted to come on and do a reintroduction of myself to my new friends and followers. Also, talk a little bit about the law of reaping and sowing and the law of attraction from this really awesome video I watched on the law of reaping and sowing. Hello, everyone. Great to see you. Tell me where you're calling from. So, Reintroduction quickly. So, my name is Terri Wade. I'm a certified positive psychologist and certified spiritual life coach. What is up? Good to see y'all here. So many hearts. I love it. Okay, so what do I do exactly? So, titles don't really matter. It's really like the results you can get people. So, what I can do is I help people to eliminate the limiting beliefs that are holding them back and to confidently step into the person who has achieved their goals. And so, what I do in my approach is really the science with the positive psychology science, the spirituality, because we are connected to God. And really, there's this quote in the Bible that says, I'm the vine, you're the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. And I believe that so very much. And then also the energetic work. So, hello, hey, Bernadette. Um, so Einstein, the genius of our time, says everything's energy. That's all there is to it. When you match the frequency of the reality you want, you cannot help but get uh, that result. It's not philosophy, it's physics. So super important. I am certified in theta energy healing. So the reason I like to work with lady entrepreneurs is really because I love. Hi, happy Wednesday. So I love just being able to do what you love, make money on it, and I believe we all have these unique gifts that we're here on the earth plane to bring forth. And so many people can do it as a nurse, as a doctor, as a lawyer, as a, working in restaurants, clothing stores. It's all very necessary and needed. But I just love working with entrepreneurs because the spiritual entrepreneurs, like, they believe that they have that gift inside of them that they really want to bring out into the world. And I know what that's like. I've been there. I do have my MBA and I taught business classes before, so I do have that background in business as well. So what I noticed was, and so I'm going to get a little bit into the law of reaping and sowing in just a second. Hello. So I know when I was teaching, when I first was starting business and I was doing the marketing consulting, so many people, they had the strategy and they weren't doing it. They weren't executing on the strategy that we put forward for them. So whether it was with my students in their entrepreneur endeavors that had some brilliant ideas, and then those ideas end up coming to pass, but not through them because they didn't end up taking action on it. So that's a big thing in the law of attraction, is taking the action. But really, it was the mindset. So I know Bob Proctor, one of my mentors, he says it's like 95% mindset, 5% strategy. I believe so much so that it is mindset, but also even more than mindset, really the energetic alignment that you have with your goals. And also, like, do you believe you are the person to achieve it? Because if you believe it, then you will start taking the actions necessary to step into the person who has achieved it. That's kind of a little tongue twister there. Okay, so all right, so I have this pretty little plant that my boyfriend got me this weekend, and so it reminded me of this video that I watched, and it was saying, so think of the law of reaping and sowing. So you have your plant, then the plant has soil. So it's saying that the soil is like our mind, and then the seeds are the thoughts that we're giving to it. Hi, Eddie. Doug and Eddie. Love you guys. So the soil is our mindset. So we have our seeds. That's your thoughts. The seeds are our thoughts that we're putting in. So what are you thinking? So because whatever you think, whatever seed you plant is what you're going to get out. So if you want an apple tree, you're going to plant an apple seed, or an orange tree, then you're going to plant an orange seed. So whatever you're planting is what you're going to produce. Okay, so we're planting. I don't even know what plant this is, but okay, we're planting this beautiful plant. We have the soil as our mindset. So our mind is, our subconscious mind especially, doesn't know the difference between like whatever you're putting out there. So if you're putting out there, like, I can't do it, who am I to do it? No one in my family's ever done it. It's not possible for me. You can just make a list of all these limitations that you want to put on there, about your childhood, about what you were told when you were younger. So that's our mindset, where it's like, I don't think I can do this, or I think I can do this. And then there's the sunlight. This is kind of like just an example for the law of reaping and sowing. The sunlight is our feelings, and so that's really our energy, because whatever you give off gives is a frequency. So you can say frequency and emotions are pretty much the same thing, because that's what you attract on based on what you're feeling, what you're in vibrational harmony with. That's where the attraction factor comes in. And then also, how you feel, how you vibrate is how you're going to take action as well. So your feelings are going to say, it's like going on a live. Some people get really nervous about going live, and so it's like, okay, but I'm going to go live because even if I just help one person have a shift in their mindset to become better, to, just be a positive domino effect of good in the world, then it's all worth it, right? So that's my thought. So it's like, I don't care if one person shows up, I don't care if 100 people show up. My thought is that it's going to be helpful, and this is like my purpose here. Him here giving my gifts to the world. Really, I love learning. One of my top strengths. So in our positive psychology, we go over our strengths, and one of my strengths is love of learning. And so that's one of the things that I love to do. So I love to learn and I love to share what I learn. So that's definitely one of my strengths. One of my strengths, I'm not super big on like the commitment to taking it all the way to the end a lot of times. So that's where it's nice to have the team. It's good to know what you focus on. So I have assistants that do my landing pages and that help with my emails, because you got to know, like, focus on your strengths. If it's a zone that you're not your genius zone, not something you love doing, delegate it. Let somebody else do it. We are allowed to do what we love, and we can delegate the rest. We're not going to necessarily love every single minute of it all the time, but you can shift your mind around it, right? You can tell a new story that this is so helpful, and I love helping people, and then that's going to change your vibration and change your outlook on it as well. I love you guys. Okay, so I actually have this little drawing because I was taking notes on the law of reaping and sowing. I just love it. This is like stuff I do because I just love it. And so what they were saying, so the water is the action. So law of attraction, law of reaping and sowing. So you have to plant the seed and you have to continuously nourish it. So if you have thoughts like, I can't do it, then you're like retreating back. Where you're like, I can do it, I can't do it. Like, people love, working with me. People are so, so say Doug and Eddie. Eddie, you're like, oh my God, people are so grateful that I'm bringing these houses to them. They're so grateful that I'm calling and asking who needs a house, and I'm finding people that need houses, and they're so excited to come to me, and I'm getting the best real estate in town. And, so you just you're just constantly talking yourself up, so that's, watering the soil. The watering really is the action, so that would be reaching out to people, sending DMs, making phone calls, making posts, following up with people that have your posts. And one of the things actually that's super interesting is I've been doing a lot of meditation lately, and I swear in my meditations, I will just be thinking, doing my visualizations, my self-image work on really, how I want my life to be, and visualizing and feeling that reality true now. And then what happens is, so I was just in my meditation, and then I looked at my emails, and I got a calendar invite from somebody who wants to get on a discovery call with me. And this is me not even doing any action. I mean, not necessarily, right? Like, I'm stepping into the person that I want to be, that has the business that I want to have, and lives the life that I want to live. Like, I really just want to live happy. I want to have amazing friends around me, business partners, and it's all coming into fruition because I'm feeling it and I'm clearly visualizing it to be happening now. And most importantly, feeling into the feelings. I always connect with God in my meditations where I'm like, lead me. So I'm not so much like I put the pressure on myself, like I need to know the answers, but like, lead me to the right steps, lead me to the right actions, tell me what to say, tell me what to do, when, and I just let myself follow that intuitive nudge and guidance. It's a beautiful way to live. So thanks y'all for coming. I love talking to you guys. I did want to let you know I have some one-on-one spots that are opening next month for my Prosper on Purpose 3-month coaching program. So it's really based on the positive psychology principles and interventions. We have a whole well-being assessment. We go through your strengths. We have one goal that we're going to focus on in the 3 months, so you can achieve your goals. And I have so many beautiful tools that I've learned over the years with my mentors, Lisa Nichols and Bob Proctor, Nick Pigeon, just through my positive psychology program that I've done. We go through the PERMA model. And I am just so excited to open up some new one-on-one coaching spots. So if you are interested, send me a message or DM the word happy. And I'd love to hear what you guys want to talk about. I do want to go live more. Sometimes like as you're learning and studying, you just realize there's so much more to learn. And so, yeah, I would love to hear what you guys are interested in talking about. Um, yeah, I'm going to definitely go over some positive psychology principles so we can be happier, because I just feel like I'm so happy and I just want to share this happiness with everybody. So I'll definitely be going into some positive psychology principles. If there's any universal laws you want to dive into, manifestation, how to develop belief, how to develop confidence in yourself, let me know. I'd love to dive deeper into these concepts. Another one of my goals, I just want to put it out there and say it, because I know when you put it out there and say it, also when you write it down, it just gets embedded in your subconscious mind and it's more likely to happen. And so I really want to start a podcast this year. So I do my Tuesdays with Terri segments sporadically, but I'd love to just get it done in a podcast. So that's one of the things I would love to bring forth, so then you guys have like a hub of this information, because I just find it so fascinating and I'd love to share it. So anyways, that's it. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye. Bye.